I almost want to go back and see what the hell that was. But, anyway, you just can't, I don't know what the company was thinking. Like I said, it's 2017, and let's face it, communicators are getting cheap enough to where you can buy knockoffs, they'll do the same job. They might not do the same job as some of the more expensive ones, but they'll still basically do the job. They'll connect you, they'll connect to your phone, you can listen to music, you can accept calls, all that. And I think it was just because of the headset I have, because the speakers for the 20S are pretty thick. I think if I would have had like I haven't looked at the newer Scalar routers or cardio. I haven't looked at to see what their speakers look like, but Muzzle Mike, they gave me a spare Q2 that someone he knew had, and gave it to me to try. Well, it turned out the one I had, or the one they gave me, it just had constant static. And I tried cleaning contacts and it wouldn't go away, so I figure it's got a bad connection somewhere, or there's just something not quite right with it. But the speakers for that headset are thinner than the ones for the 20S. I could have probably snuck those in here if that headset still worked. I wouldn't have had to modify it as much as I did with this. But they're in there, they work. I don't condone modifying the inside of your helmet for speakers. But in the end, we're the ones wearing it. We're the ones that have to deal with the consequence. And as it stands right now, I really doubt I'll take this helmet on a long trip. I might, just to see it, try it, see how it actually would do. But and the rain's starting to sprinkle. So do I just chance it and let the camera go at the back off, or what? I'm also curious to see how much more wind noise this mic picks up now with these taped off. I still got the front vent open, but majority of it's covered by the GoPro mount. So yeah, LS2. Tell me, why is it that you have an adventure helmet with all this space up front, but you couldn't made a pocket in the foam for speakers? Like I said, this is 2017. This is a brand new helmet. You mean to tell me you couldn't? And that's another thing too. I couldn't use the standard mounting for, again, this headset. I couldn't use it. The clamp mount, because this helmet's so uniquely shaped at the bottom and so rigid, or so has harsh edges. It's not a nice contour or round, or it looks nice, but there's harsh edges. Means you can't really use the clamp that goes in between the shell and the outside, and you also can't use the regular glue pad that goes on the outside that comes with the scene itself, because the contact patch isn't big enough, and because it's such a crazy contour, it doesn't cover enough surface. So I had to take some of the extra 3M double-sided sticky pads for my GoPro mounts and stuck one on the Cena, then stuck it on the helmet, and I had to put it really far forward too. I did have it back here, but again, it just didn't feel right. So this helmet's definitely been a learning experience. The G Max had the little felt pockets inside the actual ear pads that the speaker slid into. The Icon had Velcro patches right behind the cheek pads where your ears go that the speakers hook right to. It already had the Velcro right there. This helmet had none of that. I had to modify it. I had to modify it pretty heavily too. But it's in there. This helmet probably won't get much action anyway, but it's definitely been a learning experience. Let's see here. New tires on the bike. Can't remember if I talked about that in the last video. I think I did. Okay, maybe I did. If not, yeah, there's new tires on the bike. And just like when I put these tires on the first time, when I first got the bike, I was like, wow, this bike can ride smooth. I didn't realize how bumpy this bike was getting before I did that. But yeah, it's that. Did the oil change. I put the little tube that goes in the oil filter. It's finally in there. That's another thing I'm kind of worried about too. What the hell? Why is that flashing? Why is my neutral light kind of flickering? What the hell does that mean?